Happy Thursday, everybody. Big doings last night on the Zoom call. So many things to talk about. I'll probably forget half of them. But very enjoyable time up to the wee hours of the morning for me because I'm on East Coast time and everybody else is on, that newfangled, permanent daylight saving time, Mountain Central, Pacific Central, or Pacific time and all that stuff. I'm not. So, anywho, but I didn't have to work today, so I got to sleep in. So, tonight's shave, give you a quick rundown here. I got one of my Philly 14s. I've got my Omega brush, and I've got my 1508.5 is continuing on with the Insurgent. And just to give you an idea, I'm past the 50% mark on that, so. And enjoying it very much, but going to be going on to different soaps and treating myself to some Nuavia Rosa, Panna Crema, Nuavia Rosa, and all. Dave in Kentucky was nice enough to send me a sample of that, and it did not disappoint in the least. So I will be treating myself to some of that once I empty a tub, which is a rare event. So, anywho, and then for the aftershave, I've got the classic Old Spice. So yes, last night on the call, some of you that had to leave for a bunch of other reasons or whatever weren't there when we got to talking, it just happened to come up. I was looking for Old Spice type scents, and I happened to be on a website that someone was talking about a Stephan, S-T-P-H-A-N brand of spice, Barber Supply kind of inexpensive aftershave, which is supposed to smell like the Schultons. And then upon doing that, I happened to be looking around on the site, and there were 3 Pernod Clubman Reserves. As you can see, I have the Brandy Spice. I've got the Whiskey Woods, and I tried one of the other one, the Gin and Tonic. I've used those up. Anywho, they had 3 more flavors, which aren't even on the Pernod website. So then Barbara Dave said, well, they did that the last time. They made them available, I guess, to certain vendors and to see how well they would do. And then when they did well enough, they went ahead and put them on their website. So I guess that's what they're going to do with these. But this news was just too much to handle. Mind-blowing for Chad that he had not heard about these. And he immediately, while on the Zoom call, decided he had to order them. And I do believe there was 2 or 3 stern looks from Megan giving him the stink eye. Like, oh, you wait till we turn this Zoom call off. You're in deep doo-doo. So that was interesting. So it was nice that something that I knew and I was able to share with the guys and people found that helpful. So that's always a good thing. And then the conversation got around. I guess everybody was getting hungry. Next thing you know, we're talking about food. People are showing different samples and different bottles of their favorite spicy sauces and such. And talking about favorite restaurants. Started making me hungry. And we got on to talking about different favorite dishes and favorite types of food. It was like the Food Network exploded on our Zoom call. So that was interesting. And then everybody was talking about their favorite dishes to cook. So some people were talking about making Alfredo sauce, which is semi-complicated, time-consuming, and oh so very good. I love Alfredo sauce. And then other people were talking about, I make good cereal. So, but if those people, and another individual was stating that within their domicile resided a kitchen goddess, which I find quite interesting and pretty envious of, because that would be cool. But I'll let those individuals identify themselves. I've resolved myself to treat the Zoom calls something akin to like Las Vegas. So what happens in a Zoom call stays in a Zoom call unless people choose to discuss it. So your secrets are safe with me, people. I don't want to risk my security clearance or anything like that, so. So, we had another warm day today here in the mid to upper 80s. High humidity as it usually is. Not like you guys out in the desert. And because I'm one tough hombre, I went out and mowed anyway. Mowed and weed eated. Of course, my lawn is huge. It's a row home, so. Some people wouldn't even designate it as a lawn. It's kind of like a lawn that would be put on the endangered species list. It's there, but it almost isn't. So, and if it disappeared, I don't know whether anybody really care. The one guy actually has a bunch of dogs in his backyard. So he fenced it in and put down AstroTurf. Because he got tired of the dogs tracking in mud. That's one solution, I guess. So, and let's see, I don't know what else went on. And I did not know, but I found out one of the members of the Zoom call is actually a certified ambassador. So that kind of made me feel exclusive. Because last night when I picked up my laptop and was headed downstairs, of course the wife looks at me like, what the hell are you doing? And I said, well, I'm gonna go and get on my Zoom call with the guys. And she just rolled her eyes like a parent would a child that, you know, is saying they're going downstairs to build their spaceship. So, and she's partially right. So, off I go. But now, next time I do it, I'll be able to say, I'm going down in the basement because I've got a Zoom call scheduled with the ambassador. And I won't be lying. So that's kind of cool. So today, after mowing, came in the house and took a quick cool shower because I'll admit, I hate the heat. Been there, done that. Fort Benning, Georgia in August. I got, you guys know, every single place that they put a military base, it's got something about it that makes it basically, they got the land probably given to them because the weather and the bugs all just basically all turn it to where nobody in their right mind really would want to live there. And the only reason people are there is because, well, the Army tells you got to go live there. So, and they're all hot. And they generally have several species of biting insects and critters and all that stuff. Chiggers and fire ants, rattlesnakes, black widows, tarantulas, any manner of stuff that basically it's like, okay, well, they're not warm and fuzzy. So I don't like the heat. So after the heat, go in the house and chill out and relax. And wife decides she wants to have a bacon cheeseburger for dinner, but not just any bacon cheeseburger. Five Guys, which is it's a chain. But they're pretty good. I like they got boardwalk style fries. And the burgers are pretty good. A little pricey, but we treated ourselves. So I go up. So I want my Wawa iced tea like I was drinking on a Zoom call last night. So I tell her, gotta stop at Wawa. I'm gonna get iced tea. You need anything? She says, oh, well, why don't you stop and get me oh God. They one of them foo-foo iced coffee drinks from Dunkin' Donuts. So I said, fine. So I get up to the Wawa. And while I'm at Wawa, I go in and I come out. And I made the not mistake, but I happened to look over at the fuel pumps. And at the fuel pumps is a young lady. And gentlemen, I'm gonna keep it clean here. Just gonna say two words: yoga pants. That's all I'm gonna say. And I forgot what kind of coffee to get. Hell, I almost forgot to get the damn hamburgers. So, but I gathered myself, went back in my brain, and reminded myself what I was there for. And I carried on. Must complete the mission. Can't come back without dinner. So I managed to do that. And I was able to understand the gentleman that runs the Dunkin' Donuts. And order her caramel decaf iced coffee. So, and then came home and had a nice dinner. So, that worked out pretty well. So, wherever that young lady's at is a magical place, which I will never be at. So, but now I've got the addresses of the people that expressed an interest in the seasoning spice seasoning that the company that I moonlight with sometimes makes. So I'll be sending them out. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get all that boxed up and all ready and sent out and everything. Hope you guys enjoy it. It's a take on Old Bay seasoning. If any of you tried, if any of you tried McCormick Old Bay spice, around here, different restaurants, you know, they all want to be just that little bit different. So the guy that runs at the company's called Harbor Spice. His name's Dan. He started the company, and he's got a laboratory and everything, and he does mixes up, makes custom blends and custom stuff and everything. And he's been doing it for 30 years or better, maybe more than 30 years. So he's come up with his variations that then he's marketed and sold to different restaurants. And then it's all, you know, secret, Kentucky's recipe, or the same, the secret of the recipe for Coca-Cola and that kind of thing. But so, I mean, he makes he makes one that's like, you know, a clone of McCormick's Old Bay. Then there's another brand called like Y River, which is a river here in Maryland, and all that stuff. Y River's a little more black pepper in it, a little more peppery, a little spicier than like Old Bay and all. And but he, I hit myself up there too. Too much talking, not enough paying attention. So he came up with, he has, I don't know, 8 or 9 different blends. Different restaurants specify what kind of blend they want because they want to be just that little bit different. So if you eat at their place, you're like, oh, this tastes good. It's different than Old Bay and all. So that's what you guys are going to be getting. But it's in the same family of things and all. But you don't have to put it on seafood. I even put it on hamburgers. You can use it for just about anything, you know, whatever you want. Or combine other things with it, you know, like you can put... I put it on hamburgers, and then I put a little Cholula hot sauce on the hamburger and let it just simmer and cook that kind of way. There's all kind of different ways to use it. So whatever you want to do, get crazy, or, you know, Chad, I guess you can, you know, maybe sprinkle it on some cereal, get creative and all. So that's pretty much about it. So once again, I'm going to look forward to the next Zoom call. Every time, now this is only the second one I was on, so I'm a rookie, but didn't have any internet problems this time. And every time I get on, I learn a little bit more about the fellers and the gals. There was some gals on there, and it's a good time. The kind of discussion and type of people that I would normally associate with, you know, out in a social setting or something, and wide range of topics, a lot of different people with a lot of different expertises and backgrounds and all, and it's always good to expand your horizons, I guess you would say. So much enjoyed. Glad you guys all have me and haven't kicked me out yet. So, but I mean, that could be coming. I don't know. I mean, somebody might get their spice and say, this is crappy, and you know what, we're gonna have to ban him. He's a negative influence. And all. And I did critique. I did do a little critique, and unfortunately I had to be a little critical of the color choices for the TSC shirts. I felt they were lacking in safety and all. Lacking in safety. But maybe that'll be rectified here. And all. So, but yeah, it should be a good rest of the night. Good shave here. A few nicks, but because I was doing more talking and paying attention, so it was about 18 minutes. So not quite crisp here, nors lengths and all, but a little longer than normal. I try to keep them around 15, 16 minutes. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the night. Tomorrow's Friday, and oh, I found out today from one of my crew chiefs at the county that we will be extending the 50% crew situation at work. So I'll work next week, and then I'm going to get the following week off, and I'm getting paid. So your tax money at not at work is actually what that is. So nobody started raising Cain about that. And up in our local little town, 10 minutes north of me, the county seat, Bel Air, Maryland, which is Harford County seat where the courthouse is and the police station and all that stuff. They had a rally. No problems, no issues that I know of. Didn't think that there would be. And people standing around with signs and all that stuff. So I just avoided that town. When I went up to Five Guys, I went a different way and just steered clear of it. Not my thing. And all. So anywho, hope you guys, like I said, have a great rest of the evening and get into your weekend without any issues. And I will see you on the forums and catch you later. Talk to you later. Bye.